Survival. I gotta tell you, you gotta be a survivor. I'm a survivor, and we're always going to make it. Thank you so much for staying with us right here on Sunrise. Now, earlier this year, the film One Love hit the screens. I watched it, and I hope you did too, offering a glimpse into the life of Robert Nesta Marley. And while Diane Jobson's depiction in the movie might have been brief, her impact on Bob was quite profound. She wasn't just a close friend of Bob Marley, she was actually his lawyer and a key force behind the creation of Tough Gong Records. Known affectionately as the poor people's lawyer or the Rasta lawyer, Diane's career is as fascinating as it is influential. And many will see this soon in a new documentary by Heart Investments that will share the story of her remarkable life and work. She joins us this morning on the couch to tell us more. Good morning, Counsel. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you.
So nice to have you on this set. I remember I was in a criminal court with you in a halfway tree.
That's a lot.
Yes, in halfway tree. And I was like, yeah, that's Diane Jobson there. And, you know, just your representation was quite admirable. Talk to me a little bit about, you know, your journey into the law and how you just take up this, you know, legal fight and battle over the years.
Well, you know, my father was a surveyor and land developer, and my brother was in real estate.
Yes.
So I thought, hey, if I went into law, then we just coin the market, everyone. But then it didn't work out. You know, my brother went different directions. He did a movie and script writing in the music business, and so I ended up in, you know, criminal law.
Wow. So being a criminal defense attorney and being friends and lawyer to Bob Marley, what was that like for you?
Well, to be friends with Bob and just the association, you know, was my introduction really to Rastafari.
Yes.
So that was very significant and important in my life, you know, milestone, so to speak.
Yes.
And then, you know, I got to know some of the ghetto youth itself. So when you do get to know the people you are defending, it makes a big difference, you know. Otherwise, it would, been a difference, you know. You would have been defending them from a different perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
What drives you in terms of, you know, your years and your career? Talk to me about some of the most memorable cases, if you can. Obviously, without calling names, but, you know, persons for whom you've stood up and defended.
Well, you have to say, most of the cases are the ones that I defend. It's the same, you know. I don't look at what high-profile case, or I don't even like to see my name in a newspaper much less. But, yeah, so I treat each case equally, you know. It might be, I just treat each equally.
Each case equally. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the, you know, the One Love film about which we spoke earlier, did you watch it? Did you see it?
Yes, and I wonder how you knew I was in there, because if you blinked, you would have missed me.
Blinked. But, you know, talk to us about what was it like to see that small depiction of yourself there?
Well, I wasn't looking for myself, to tell you the truth. I was more concentrating on the whole aspect of the movie, of the Bob Marley movie. If this was the image that I thought the world was waiting to see, you know, this is Bob Marley. I can't say I was impressed.
Yes.
Great production, all the nice bells and whistles, but I think if they would have concentrated more on the content of the script and the story that they were depicting of Bob Marley, then, you know,
in your humble view, what was missing?
The real essence of Bob Marley. What we got? Bob Marley with his husband, Bob Marley the musician, Bob Marley the entertainer. Is that the essence of Bob Marley?
Well, you knew him firsthand, so tell us what was his essence.
Well, surely, I mean, I don't need to speak for Bob. His songs speak for Bob.
Yes.
The lyrics that he says, you know, that's the message, and it's obvious. Where is, in that movie, did it depict Bob Marley, the rebel, Bob Marley, the man who was awarded a peace medal by the United Nations on behalf of 600 million Africans?
Yes.
Did it depict Bob Marley who, when they asked him to come and play at Zimbabwe, they said, hey, we can't go back without telling them that you're here, because the soldiers told us to let you know that when they were in the jungle fighting a war, it was your music that kept them going.
Right. But some people may argue, though, Diane, that, well, everything can't be put in one film.
No, but
so for all intents and purposes, it might have a One Love Part 2 or a One Love Part 3.
So who won't put the next 120 million for do a Bob Marley Part 2?
I don't know.
No, but that is why I say do the right thing right from the beginning.
Yes.
You have everything there.
Well, Bob Marley's name is of such, maybe, you know, it can garner the support, and who knows, Jeff Bezos might take it up.
Yeah,
or Diane Jobson, I don't know when the documentary
poor Diane Jobson can't do nothing. But, no, it's just that, you know, if you're going to all the trouble and putting everything and have the world literally anxiously waiting to hear more about this man, what was he about, to regurgitate his music and the essence of the music. Was that enough?
What kind of legal advice? Because you're a criminal defense attorney, and to our knowledge, you know, Bob Marley, I don't know if he had no problem with nobody. So what was your purpose in terms of guiding him legally?
Well, you must remember, although I do criminal law, at the time that I was associated with Bob, I'm a solicitor. Very well. Trained solicitor. Yes. So my expertise would have been in the, you know, conveyancing, company law, that type of thing. Yes. So, you know, I prefer criminal law. Yes. I think I can contribute more because, you know, poor people, ghetto youth are the ones who feel the brunt of the law. So I can be more effective there, you know. Yes. There are a whole heap of lawyers in company law and conveyancing and all that. I don't need to go there. Yeah.
What was the most fulfilling part of your career, would you say?
It hasn't come yet. When I say goodbye, I can, no. Fulfilling part of my career, well, it's got to be, you know, being associated with the Tough Gang and Bob Marley. That has been the, you know, I guess I would have to say the highlight. Yeah. Here now with criminal law, it's almost a mopping up. End of my career type of thing. Yeah.
So, well, your documentary is going to, I'm quite sure, be quite eye-opening. Talk to us about why did you decide to do a documentary, and what are some of the issues that will be, you know, explored?
Well, when Tami approached me about a documentary, I was quite amused, you know, I said, this poor disillusioned young lady, does she know where she's going with this? And then they say, oh, they're doing what they call a teaser or some little thing at first.
A trailer.
Initially, yeah. So I said, okay, well, you know, that's going to, I all prepared a speech to say, Tami, I'm so sorry you know, knowing it would get nowhere. And, you know, she'd come back and say, well, Diane, we tried. And I would commiserate with her. To my horror, she came back and said, oh, yes, they like it. Oh, no, God. So, still wondering what on earth anybody would be interested in knowing, hearing about my life, you know. And as I said to Tami, well, I'm not here to expose my life to the public. So what you literally get is a fleeting glance, you know. So I still don't know if there's any possibility of a success. Who the hell want to know about this old woman? So, yeah, I don't know where it's going, but she's trying her best.
Do you have a date for the release, and what can we expect? Is it going to be on Netflix? Is it going to be on HBO, Cinemax?
I haven't got a clue, my love, but I think it might end up on, I don't want to disappoint poor Tami, but I'm about to say it might end up on editing floor, like, you know, who knows.
Yeah. What's next for Diane Jobson?
Well, I hope to get out of this law in another couple of years.
Okay.
And then what next? Who knows?
Relax on the beach?
Can't see myself just relaxing. I've always been a frustrated artist, so maybe I'll start painting or something.
Okay, very well. That's a passion of yours?
Well, I put it on the back burner, you know, because I found art takes up a lot of you. Yes. And then law does. So I couldn't do the both at one time. So maybe, who knows, if I still have any talent left in art, by the time I retire, I may go there.
All right, my love. Well, all the best. Thank you for all that you do.
Good to meet you. And
thank you for serving.
You're one of the, on the forefront, you know, the baton has to be passed to you. You know that.
Thank you so very much. All the best to Council. You've done so much and so well. And we want to congratulate you for all your years of service to humanity, right?
My love, I think you're exaggerating my contribution.
No, well, as I said, when I'm at halfway through, you know, who knows. So, but congratulations on all you've accomplished.
Thank you very much for having me. And I wish you all the best. And I look forward to seeing you on the next generation of attorneys.
Very well, ma'am.
fighting for justice and, you know, truth.
Amen. Thank you so very much.
Bless
Our
you.
guest this morning was Diane Jobson, prominent criminal defense lawyer, and of course, friend and legal advisor to Bob Marley. So you know, our stocks are high. You understand? Yes, survivor. More after the break right here on Sunrise.
We're the survivors, yes, the black survivors. I tell you what, some people got everything, some people got nothing, some people got hopes and dreams, some people got ways and